Most people think that to get amazing results on Google Ads, all you've got to do is concentrate on click and conversion data. And now, whilst that's partly true, there's a set of metrics that for some reason Google's tucked away that, if used properly, pretty much guarantees success. Click and conversion metrics are great, don't get me wrong, but they'll only ever tell you half the story when it comes to optimizing your campaigns. Their job's to tell you what happened after people have already seen your ads. What they're never going to do is tell you how many times people could have seen your ads, but for some reason didn't get the chance. So, if all you're focusing on is clicks and conversions, you'll never know just how big your campaigns could actually get and how much money you could actually be making. And that's where Google's impression share metrics come in. These little gems fill in the blanks and will push you the right way when deciding what to change or update next. Stop guessing what your next move's going to be and let me explain exactly what they are, where to find them, and how to use them for success. Now, before you can use impression share properly, you're going to need to know what it is so you understand what to do with it. So what exactly is impression share? Well, it's a percentage figure based on how many times your ads were shown versus how many times people search for your product or service. And anything below 100% means you've got work to do. And the calculation that Google uses is impressions you actually got divided by the total impressions you were eligible to get. And if we make that even easier to understand, let's just say your impression share was 70%, which isn't bad, actually, it's pretty high. And your product or service was searched for 10 times. What happens is, because your impression share is 70%, Google will show your ad 7 times, meaning you've missed out on another 3 times it could have been shown. So what does that tell us? It tells us that you've missed 3 chances to make more money because your ads just weren't shown. It's not all bad. Why? Because we know about it now and can fix it. But before I tell you how to fix it, you need to know where to find it. And before I show you that, I need to tell you about a few more metrics used with impression share that help you decide what you're going to optimize. Before I go any further though, I suppose I better let you know there's actually lots of impression share metrics in Google Ads, so it is easy to get confused. I'm only covering what I consider to be the main 3 in this video, but make sure you experiment with the rest. They're spread across multiple campaign types, so depending on what type of campaign you're running, check out which impression share metric fits. They're pretty well labeled, so you shouldn't find it hard choosing the right one for your campaign, as they all pretty much do what they say on the tin. Just get stuck in and have fun. But let's get back on track. We already know what our overall search impression share is, but at the minute, we've no idea what we're going to do with the info. We've got no clue what we're going to change next. So let me introduce you to the first of 2 lost metrics. Lost impression share due to budget. Lost IS budget. This one's easy enough to grasp if you haven't already. It's the percentage of impressions you miss because your ad budget wasn't high enough to cover the amount of searches. It's the easiest one to fix, as all you've got to do is put the budget up. Don't increase it too much though, as you'll end up knocking your campaign into a learning phase. What I'd do is say you're better off only putting it up by 10 or 20% at a time than sitting back for a week so you can let it settle before increasing it again if you need to. The next one's slightly more difficult to get your head round in terms of what to do to optimize, but I'll do my best to guide you anyway. Lost impression share due to ad rank. Lost IS rank. This one's a percentage that you missed because your ad rank wasn't strong enough for your ad to be included in the auction. Trying to explain what ad rank is would probably take longer than the whole video itself, so I'll keep it short in this one and maybe do a video on just that another time. But basically, ad rank's a score based on a mix of how much you're bidding, along with how relevant your ad copy is compared to your landing page and how good your creative is. So the only advice I'll offer in this video is that if your impression share is low because of ad rank, then go and take a look at everything and improve it. Try and make everything tie in together and make sense from a user's point of view based on what they've searched. Okay, we know what everything is now, so let's move to a screen share and I'll show you where to find everything. Okay, so this is the default dashboard, and this is where we'd expect to see the impression share metrics up here. But as you can see, they're not there. So what I want you to do is click the columns icon up here, which will bring up the modify columns heading. Click on that. And well, you could here scroll down and find the IS metrics in there, but for speed, I just click on the little magnifying glass, type IS and hit enter, which brings up all of the impression share metrics. But for the purpose of the video today, all I want you to select is the search impression share, the search lost IS budget, so search impression share lost down to budget, and the search impression share loss due to ad rank, which is search loss IS rank, and then just hit apply. What happens then is you'll notice these guys have jumped straight in here, and we've got all these beautiful metrics now in these 3 columns to make improvements to our campaigns. If we take a quick look at the first one, we can see that the impression share for this campaign is only 30.84%, which is quite low. So we know we can already make an improvement here. If we look to the right of that, we can see that only 6% of that is down to budget, which leaves us with 62% lost down to ad rank. So immediately I've got something other than budget that I can go and look at now. So I would probably go and look at the ad copy, the landing page, and the creative, and I would improve them in whatever way that I can. Then what I'd do is I'd come back here and I'd go down each campaign one by one. I'd rinse and repeat and make the changes to improve each campaign. I'd leave it a week and then I'd come back and reevaluate. I'm Mark Farrell, the owner of Rocket Reach PPC, and if you're running Google Ads in the home and garden space and aren't happy with the results you're seeing, then let me take a proper look. All you've got to do is go to www.rocketreachppc.com and click here. Fill in a few simple details and request a free PPC audit today. And I'll personally look over your account and fire over a no-nonsense video that shows all of the changes that you need to be making to get better results and quickly. No hard sell, no pressure, just great advice. And if, after receiving the video, you want an expert to work on your account to save you the time, then give me a shout. It's a win-win for you, as you'll walk away with some really useful information either way. Head on over to www.rocketreachppc.com now and request your completely free audit today. So to finish off, together, the 2 lost numbers and your overall impression share give the full picture when it comes to getting the most out of your ads. They're the scoreboard for Google Ads visibility. And if your impression share is low, go and take a look at the loss metrics. If it's low because of budget, increase the budget. Use that to your advantage and make informed choices. That's it from me. Hope you've liked the video and found it useful. And if you have, give it a like and subscribe, as it really helps me out. Cheers for watching and see you next time.